What is this video about? It's just about how I came around to the idea of makeup, and I guess my thoughts and advice on it. I can't exactly remember when I first came around to the idea of wearing makeup. A major part of discovering it was probably from dance and having to put on makeup there, and then over time it just became an interest. I don't see it as a necessity and quite often go without makeup. But sometimes, when you have like a really big event coming up and you get the excitement of getting ready and it feels so good and it's so fun. Sometimes I randomly dress up and say, well, today is my day, and if I want to put on blue outfit and blue eyeshadow and curl my hair, then I will do it. I once heard someone say, why wear makeup? Aren't you hiding your true self? And for the longest time, I believed that person, until I realized I don't really care what they think. Although I'm not a big user of makeup in the sense of dramatic, for some reason I still felt that if I put on a little mascara, people would judge me. Now, of course that happened. I clearly remember people at school discussing who wore a bit more tinted lip balm than usual or curled their eyelashes, and I felt like, wow, those people are pretending to be someone else. Then I matured a little bit and realized that in reality, people can do whatever they want and express themselves however they want, even to the bare minimum of putting on a tinted lip balm, which is exactly what makeup is. Which is why I guess I'm making this video too. Maybe somewhere far away or near, behind a screen, someone is sitting behind, afraid of judgment, and maybe they'll find some truth in my words and do whatever they want. The thing I've noticed about makeup is that when you don't wear any, people are like, oh my god, why aren't you wearing any makeup? When you wear makeup, some people overreact and say, oh my god, why are you wearing makeup? Oh my god, screw all of them and just wear what you want. If that means nothing, oh my god, you do you, you're amazing. If that means putting on elaborate makeup, then I'm jealous of your patience and grit, and you go do that because you can do whatever you want.
Although that was a super heavy intro, this video is actually kind of fun, and I'm super excited to make it. Less excited to edit it, though, but that's beside the point. I showed previously in another video which products I usually use, so I won't do that again, but instead I'll use completely different ones that I haven't used before that were sent to me by YesStyle, which feels really weird to say because I can't believe they actually sent them to me. The biggest step for makeup for me is sunscreen. I use the Purito Centella Green Level Unscented Sunscreen. I actually, as a young kid, hated sunscreen. I don't know, but I felt like every kid hated to put it on, and there was always the parent forcing you to put it on. And you would just feel so miserable. But now I realize that you can't do anything without sunscreen, and if you don't wear makeup, if you do wear makeup, sunscreen is the most important thing. When I wear everyday makeup, I don't really use any face makeup, meaning concealer and foundation. A, because I'm too lazy. B, because I'm too lazy. And C, because I'm too lazy. The only time I wear concealer is when I have something I want to hide, like a pimple or a scratch. Recently, I kind of stopped caring when I have a blemish on my skin, and instead of forcing makeup onto it, I just let it heal. But occasionally I get self-conscious and still do that. The other problem for me with face makeup is that I have freckles. And if you take that away, I look like a different person. It's kind of funny, but scary at the same time. Here's how I look.
I can't. I physically can't make this up.
Then we arrive at the eyebrows. How do I say this? I love my eyebrows, but for a long time, I was kind of self-conscious about them. My eyebrows were never the same shape or even remotely similar to each other. One had this crease and the other was the perfect shape. I don't even know how to describe it, so I'll just leave it at that. I don't use any color on my eyebrows. Instead, I just use a setter to keep them in place, and for that I use the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I just brush on the liquid thing, and then I use a brush to spread it out evenly. This is also the time where I shape them. I should actually learn how to properly shape them, but I just kind of half-ass it, and that's okay. Typically for eyes, I only do mascara. Very rarely I do eyeliner, mostly because I can't do it correctly and it looks crooked and it bothers me. This is the eyeshadow Kiss Me Heroine Mascara. It has a waterproof quality, which is a great thing to have if you want to cry or go for a swim. Just kidding. This mascara gives a curl which lasts all day, which is a very nice thing to have, trust me. It goes on super smooth and feels very comfortable. For eyeliner, liquid eyeliner is actually impossible for me. My hand shakes, so this solid eyeliner is perfect. It's the Peach Sea Slim Waterproof Fixie Eyeliner. Also waterproof, as by the title, this eyeliner has a brown color. I like to use more natural color for eyeliner and mascara, such as brown, because it just looks better. A tip that I have for this eyeliner is to shave the tip a bit so it's slanted and thinner at the top. This gives an easier application method and a finer tip. One of the products that were sent to me was the Too Cool for School Art Class by Rodent Shading. Okay, hear me out. This is supposed to be used for the face. And I can use the lightest shade for concealer, but the other potential is that it can be used for a base for eyes. If you want to put color on the lid, a tip I have is to actually put a solid color neutral to your skin on the eyelid. This is kind of like setting the canvas. You could just do that and not add anything else, and it looks really good. The other two colors can be used for the lid crease. This can create a depth look, which can look really good at for evening events. Go from the inside tip of your eye up through the crease and out the other side. Remember to blend, but instead of blending towards the eyelash, try blending up into the eyebrow. If you get too much color, you can always blend it out with the lighter color, such as the one on this palette, or concealer, or just wipe it off with water. Usually for eyes, I like to do more color than browns. By color, I mean orangey, pinky tones, such as this iMeme Multi-Cube eyeshadow palette. This also includes a blush, but we will leave that for later. The four colors include a dark brown for crease, a red pink for crease and lid, a nice pale pink for base, and sparkle for extra pizzazz. And the packaging on this is so practical and small and just amazing. I don't know how they thought of this. I don't know how they did it, but it's very easy to switch between the two levels of the palette. For eyeshadow, I don't have many tips because I'm not that great myself, but I'd say just blending is the biggest thing, and don't be afraid to mess up because you can always fix it somehow. Like I just said, the second layer of this is blush. Yep, this blush is way too strong for me. I usually can't pull off such a strong color, but that's just a personal thing. I usually use liquid blush, but a pressed powder one also works really well. A hard powder one is much easier to blend if you use a big brush. Don't be afraid to use a big brush because it'll always look better if you blend it correctly. Use circular motions instead of creating a straight line down your cheek. Finding the perfect spot to put blush is a personal thing, so it's just best to experiment when you have time so you don't feel rushed. Personally, I do horizontally across below my eye. This blush really complements the eyeshadow colors above. A big thing is to use similar colors on your face when you do makeup so it looks more put together. Although this color is a bit too vivid for me, if I use a little blend it out, I personally love the color. An option for blush is to also put it on your nose, which is what I usually do, and this blush also fits this tactic perfectly. Highlighter. If used correctly, highlighter can be one of the things that makes makeup look the best. I put highlighter on the nose and on my cheeks. Sometimes I put it on my chin and above my eyebrows, but that's only for special occasions. The best type of highlighters are the ones that have a mix of colors, such as the Seum Luminous Multi-Highlighter. It has a combination of 5 different colors, and it just makes the shine more put together. Another cool thing about this highlighter is that it can also be used for color correcting if each color is used individually. For highlighter, use a big brush, while for color correction, use a smaller one. The basics of color correction is to use opposite colors, i.e. green cancels red, purple cancels yellow. For pink and yellow, it is a bit different though, but just remember, yellow cancels red and pink cancels brown. The packaging of this product is very neat and compact, and overall this product is very high quality for less than $10. And we come around to the last thing on our list today, lips. Not gonna lie, I am kind of scared of lipstick because it can very easily look unnatural on me. Reds tend to pop out more and browns just look weird, so I usually stick to just pink or orangey pinks. But Roman Glasting Water Tint, a color which usually does not work for me, seemed to fit perfectly. Typically, I would not just wear this color, but for this tint you can choose how bright you want the color to be. If you want a minimal color, then just dab some of the color in your finger and then lightly dab them on your lips. If you want to bold them, then just put it straight on. The other thing that shocked me about this tint is that it actually tints your lips. When I first put this tint on my hand to see the color, it stained my hand for the whole day. Not only does this show how much wear-proof this tint is, it also provides the opportunity to put some of the tint and then waiting for a bit and taking it off. This will reveal a much more subtle color that will last the whole day without being so bright but still being present. And that's it. I had a really fun time making this guide video, and if you guys liked it too, I'd be happy to do more like skincare, cooking, fitness, or maybe even some other ones. I really hope that you found something helpful or relaxing or inspiring in this video. Thank you to YesStyle for sending me these products. I wish you an amazing week.